Summary of The Fine Art of Small Talk by Debra. Do you shy away from conversations? Do you feel low about your speaking abilities? Do you want to express yourself to others but hesitate in making the first move? All you need is to master the art of small talk, and once done, you will never be left alone in life. You can enjoy life with a new zeal, having groups of people around, partying in social events, and also creating new opportunities in life. Chapter 1. Become a better conversationalist by taking a risk. Don't ever underestimate the value of small talk. It's the icebreaker of real conversations, and if you fail at small talks, nobody would be interested in continuing the conversation with you anymore. So, better you master the art of small talk as early as possible in life. Do you think the great speakers are all born with conversationalist skills? Absolutely wrong. Through practice, hard work, learning, and dedication, they acquire the conversational skill. Over the years, people have become self-centered, and we don't want to interfere in others' space. So, we choose to keep our mouth shut while sitting next to a stranger. Or we feel the fear of rejection. Whatever it is, you just cannot sit back and expect the other person to approach you. If you are the one interested in talking, make the first move. Now, let's get into the ways of initiating a conversation. Number 1, smile at the person. Once you smile, the other person is bound to smile back to you. Number 2, say hello. It's the greeting that makes the other person learn that you are interested in starting a conversation. Number 3, maintain eye contact. It shows your confidence. Your silence can be interpreted as your arrogance and lack of interest in the other person. So, always smile and greet the person before you. Chapter 2, the importance of names. The key rule of starting a good conversation is introducing yourself with your name and using the other person's name in the immediate next sentence. For example, "Hi, Debra fine," and you shake your hand. And when the other person tells his name, repeat it immediately. For example, "Nice to meet you, Patrick." This will set the atmosphere of ease and give you the supremacy in the conversation. The important thing is to be an attentive listener besides telling about yourself. Use the name several times during the conversation so that you don't forget the name in between. Also, if you forget the name, don't hesitate to ask back. For example, "I'm sorry, I missed out your name." Another important thing to remember is while your second meeting, don't forget to mention your name again, just in case the person has forgotten it. For example, "Hi Patrick, Debra fine." This will save the other person from being awkward in case he has forgotten your name and was trying to avoid conversation, and this will help to save himself from the embarrassment. Chapter 3. Use icebreakers and open-ended questions. You just can't simply stop after the introduction. You need to keep the conversation going smoothly and naturally. The best tip is to use an open-ended question rather than a statement. If you make a statement, there are less chances of interactive conversation. So, throw open-ended questions like, "What's your sign? How was your weekend? How was your day?" and so on. Then go on to ask the person to describe about what they liked about the weekend or the day. The rule is to make the other person keep answering. This will give the impression that you are genuinely interested in the conversation. Also, try to figure out what the other person is interested in talking about and continue the conversation on the preferred topics only. Chapter 4. The importance of body language. According to Ray Bird's-Wessel, in a normal two-person conversation, verbal components carry less than 35% of the social meaning of the situation, while non-verbal components account for over 65%. It's important for the other person to feel connected and validated while the conversation is going. If you are crossing arms across the chest, staring away, facing somewhere else, and not looking into the eyes, the other person will get the idea that you are not listening even if you are. So, your body language plays a major role in a conversation. Therefore, look into the eyes of the speaker, lean towards him, be in a relaxed posture, smile and nod to him, and utter words as okay, oh, yes, I see, etc., while the other person is talking. Chapter 5. Avoid awkward pauses and search for cues. It often happens that at some point of time you may find awkward pauses in the conversation, and that's when the conversation can come to an end, which is not the best way to end a conversation. Here you can use the FORM formula of asking about family, occupation, recreation, and miscellaneous. The miscellaneous part can be any open-ended question relating the place, event, a popular book, of a recently released film, or of something you have observed about the person. For instance, if you are meeting at a wedding, you can simply say, I was the bride's college roommate. How do you know the couple? Or if you are meeting an old acquaintance, begin with, what's new with the family? How has life changed since we have last met? If you feel the other person is uncomfortable answering personal questions, jump on to move on to general topics like, recently I have read a book on something. How to save money? Or, what's your view on the new released movie? And so on and so forth. Chapter 6. How to exit a conversation with ease. It's equally important to learn the art of exiting a conversation gracefully and with ease. Always remember to take the burden of exiting on your shoulder by saying, it was nice meeting you and knowing your expertise in the matter. See you soon. Or, if you want to quit suddenly from a boring conversation, try saying, oh, it was an absolute delight meeting you, but I have a few more people to meet with before I leave. So if you could please excuse me for now. These are the general graceful ways of ending any conversation. So, hoping friends that you have liked this summary. Stay tuned for more. Till then, take care and keep subscribing.